top secret inside Stargate. The US government has many secrets, but few are as strange as the Stargate project. This program, hidden for years, explored the world of psychic powers. Imagine soldiers using their minds to spy on enemies. Picture them seeing distant locations without ever leaving a room. This was the goal of Stargate. The project ran for over 2 decades. It involved top secret agencies like the CIA and the DIA. Millions of dollars were poured into research and experiments. The aim was clear: to weaponize the human mind. But was it successful? The answer is shrouded in mystery. The Stargate project remains a source of fascination. It raises questions about the limits of human potential. Could our minds hold the key to unlocking extraordinary abilities? The evidence, though controversial, is compelling. The origins of Stargate can be traced back to the Cold War. The CIA, desperate to gain an edge over the Soviets, became interested in parapsychology. They wanted to know, could psychic abilities be real? And if so, could they be used for espionage? In the early 1970s, the CIA launched a series of covert programs. These programs aimed to explore the potential of remote viewing. This is the ability to see distant or hidden objects using only the mind. The CIA recruited psychics, hoping to turn them into weapons. The stakes were high. If successful, the US could have a powerful new tool for intelligence gathering. They could spy on enemy installations, track troop movements, and even influence the minds of foreign leaders. The possibilities, though seemingly impossible, were too tempting to ignore. One early CIA program, codenamed Project Sunshine, took a dark turn. The project involved testing the effects of LSD on unwitting subjects. The goal was to find ways to control human behavior. However, the experiments were unethical and often cruel. Subjects were given LSD without their knowledge or consent. They experienced hallucinations, paranoia, and severe psychological trauma. The project was a stark reminder of the dangers of unchecked government power. Project Sunshine was eventually shut down. However, it cast a long shadow over the CIA's interest in psychic phenomena. The agency learned a hard lesson about the ethical boundaries of scientific research, but their fascination with the paranormal continued. In the mid-1970s, a key figure emerged in the world of psychic espionage: Ingo Swann. An artist and self-proclaimed psychic, Swann claimed to have extraordinary abilities. He said he could see things beyond the normal range of human perception. Swann's abilities caught the attention of the CIA. They recruited him for a series of experiments at the Stanford Research Institute, SRI. The SRI experiments, funded by the CIA, were designed to test and develop Swann's remote viewing abilities. Swann's alleged successes were remarkable. In one experiment, he reportedly described a secret Soviet military base in Siberia. His detailed descriptions, later confirmed by satellite imagery, shocked and amazed CIA officials. Swann became a star subject in the Stargate project. Remote viewing, seeing the unseen. The remote viewing experiments at SRI followed a strict protocol. A viewer, like Ingo Swann, would be given a target. This could be a location, a person, or even an event in the future. The viewer would then attempt to describe the target using only their mind. the descriptions were often vague and symbolic. However, sometimes they were startlingly accurate. Viewers describe hidden objects, distant landscapes, and even the inner workings of machines. The CIA took these results seriously. They saw the potential for using remote viewing in real-world espionage operations. Could psychics like Ingo Swann become the ultimate spies? The possibility, though still unproven, was too intriguing to ignore. Espionage and the Cold War. As the Cold War intensified, the Stargate project expanded. The U.S. Army established its own psychic training program at Fort Meade, Maryland. Soldiers were trained in remote viewing techniques. The goal was to create a unit of psychic soldiers who could gather intelligence on the battlefield. The Stargate program reportedly had some successes. In one instance, a remote viewer is said to have helped locate a U.S. hostage held captive in the Middle East. In another, a viewer allegedly provided information about a Soviet submarine base. However, the program was not without its critics. Skeptics within the intelligence community questioned the validity of remote viewing. They argued that the results were often inconsistent and difficult to replicate. The legacy of Stargate, fact or fiction? In the 1990s, with the Cold War over, the Stargate project was declassified. Thousands of pages of documents were released to the public. The documents revealed the program's history, methodologies, and alleged successes. The release of these documents sparked a debate that continues to this day. Believers point to the declassified documents as evidence that psychic phenomena are real and that the government knows it. They argue that the Stargate project proved the existence of extraordinary human abilities. Skeptics, however, remain unconvinced. They argue that the Stargate project was a waste of taxpayer money. They point out that there is no scientific evidence to support the claims of remote viewing. The debate continues. Skepticism and belief. The debate over the Stargate project reflects a larger cultural divide between skepticism and belief. On one hand, we live in an age of science and reason. We are taught to be critical thinkers and to demand evidence for extraordinary claims. On the other hand, humans have always been drawn to the mysterious and the unknown. We are fascinated by stories of psychic powers, ESP, and other paranormal phenomena. The Stargate project, with its mix of science fiction and government secrecy, taps into both of these impulses. It is a story that is both intriguing and unsettling. Unanswered questions. The mystery remains. Despite the declassification of the Stargate project, many questions remain unanswered. Did the program actually produce any actionable intelligence? Were there any real-world successes? Or was it all just a Cold War fantasy? The truth, as always, is likely more complicated than we know. The Stargate project may not have unlocked the secrets of the human mind. However, it serves as a reminder that there are still many things in the universe that we do not understand. The mystery of the Stargate project endures. It continues to fascinate and intrigue us, challenging our notions of what is possible. And perhaps, just perhaps, it hints at a hidden world of extraordinary abilities that lie dormant within us all. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe for more mysteries, politics, and discovery.